What if the ugliest rock in your collection was actually the one people wanted most? It might look like rust, a piece of volcanic rubble, a brown stone, or even a chunk of coal. But some of these rocks hide diamonds, ancient fossils, opal, and material from the Moon, Mars, and asteroids. So what makes an ordinary-looking rock valuable? The answer is not always beauty. Sometimes it is rarity. Sometimes it is origin. And sometimes it is the fact that nobody can ever make another one. Today, we are counting down 10 rocks that look ordinary, but have extraordinary stories hidden inside them. And by number 1, we reach a rock connected to a world humans have never walked on. Number 10. Carbonatite. Carbonatite can look like a dull gray or pale stone, almost like ordinary limestone. So why does this unusual rock matter? Because it is one of the rarest types of igneous rock on Earth. It forms from unusual carbon-rich magma, and the geological systems associated with it can concentrate rare earth elements and other valuable minerals. The specimen itself may be worth only tens or hundreds of dollars, but collectors value it because it records a geological process that happens very rarely. This is the first lesson of the countdown. A rock does not need to be beautiful to be rare, and the next one looks even less like something anyone would collect. Number 9. Gossan, the iron cap. This one looks like rust. Red, orange, brown, sometimes almost black. But the color can tell a geological story. Gossan forms when certain minerals near the surface break down through exposure to air and water. Iron remains behind. The result is a rusty-looking cap. Most rusty rocks are worthless, but in the right geological setting, a gossan can be connected to deeper mineralization. The surface may be the weathered remains of a system containing copper, silver, gold, or other metals. A specimen may be worth little as a collector piece. Its importance comes from what it reveals. Sometimes, the most valuable clue is the one that looks like decay. Number 8. Kimberlite. Kimberlite is not a pretty rock. It can be dark, brown, greenish, and heavily weathered. But it has one extraordinary connection. Diamonds. Diamonds form deep inside Earth, under enormous pressure. Some volcanic eruptions can bring pieces of that deep material toward the surface through narrow pipes. Kimberlite can be part of that journey. But there is an important difference between the rock and the story behind it. A piece of kimberlite in your hand may be worth only a few dollars. Most samples contain no diamonds worth mining. Its importance comes from what it can reveal about the deep geological conditions where diamonds can form. That is why geologists and collectors pay attention to a rock that looks like ordinary volcanic rubble. It may be a piece of Earth's deepest story. Number 7. Thunder egg agate. From the outside, a thunder egg can look like an ordinary round rock. Hard, gray, brown, nothing special. Then someone cuts it open, and the entire appearance changes. Inside, layers of agate, quartz, and crystals may fill an ancient cavity in volcanic rock. Some reveal delicate bands. Others contain crystal-filled centers and unusual patterns. The outside gives almost no warning. That is the attraction. Common examples may sell for a few dollars. Rare and beautifully patterned specimens can reach hundreds or thousands. The collector is paying for something hidden, a unique interior that could not be fully seen from the surface. And the next rock takes that hidden history much further back in time. Number 6. Opalized fossils. Before this became a gemstone, it may have been alive. Millions of years ago, an organism was buried. Later, silica-rich water moved through the ground. Over time, that silica filled spaces inside the fossil. In some cases, much of the original material was replaced. The result can be a fossil preserved in opal, ancient wood, a shell, or another form of prehistoric life now transformed into a gemstone. That combination is what makes these specimens special. A normal fossil tells the story of life. A normal gemstone tells the story of minerals. An opalized fossil tells both stories at once. Common pieces may sell for tens or hundreds of dollars. Rare, colorful, and well-preserved specimens can reach thousands. The value is not just in the opal. It is in the fact that the stone preserves something that was once alive. Number 5. Rough emerald in matrix. A polished emerald is easy to recognize. A rough emerald trapped inside its natural matrix is not. The green crystal may be surrounded by gray or dark rock. It may be fractured, partly hidden, or covered in dirt. But that natural setting is exactly what collectors want. A polished gem shows the finished product. An emerald in matrix shows how the crystal existed in nature. The emerald, the host rock, the relationship between them. Small specimens may sell for tens or hundreds of dollars. Fine examples from famous mining regions can reach thousands. Exceptional specimens can go much higher. The value comes from more than color. It comes from the combination of a gemstone and its geological history. And now, the countdown moves into a different kind of rarity. Number 4. Carbonado. Carbonado looks almost completely wrong for a diamond. It is black, rough, and often resembles coal. But this unusual material is made of many tiny diamond crystals packed together. It is mainly known from Brazil and the Central African Republic, and its origin remains debated. Some researchers believe it formed deep inside Earth. Others have proposed connections with ancient cosmic events. That mystery is part of what makes it desirable. Natural carbonado can range from tens to hundreds of dollars per carat. Rare, large, well-documented examples can reach thousands per carat. It does not have the million-dollar price tag of the meteorites still ahead. But it has something different. A question science has not completely answered. Number 3. Queensland Boulder Opal. From the outside, this can look like heavy brown ironstone. There may be no obvious gemstone at all. Then the rock is cut open, and flashes of blue, green, orange, and red appear inside. Silica-rich water moved through cracks in the ironstone. Over time, opal formed inside those spaces. The dark host rock remained around it. That contrast is what makes the stone so distinctive. Lower-grade material may be worth a few dollars per carat. Fine material can reach hundreds of dollars per carat. Exceptional examples can go beyond $1,000 per carat. The reason collectors pay is simple. The rock combines natural color, rarity, and surprise. The valuable part may be completely invisible until the stone is opened. But the next rock has an even more extraordinary origin. Number 2. Fukang Palisite. Cut open a Fukang Palisite, and the inside can look almost impossible. Golden metal, bright green olivine crystals, a pattern that resembles an alien landscape. Fukang Palisite is a meteorite discovered in China. It is believed to come from a broken asteroid. Palisites are extremely rare because they contain both metal and rocky crystals in the same material. Scientists believe they may have formed near the boundary between different layers inside an ancient asteroid. Then, a massive collision broke that body apart. One of those fragments eventually reached Earth. The best specimens can command hundreds of dollars per gram, and, for exceptional material, much more. But the reason collectors want one is bigger than its appearance. You are holding material from an ancient asteroid, a world that no longer exists, and that kind of origin cannot simply be recreated. But number 1 takes the story even farther. Number 1. Lunar and Martian meteorites. A dark rock lies on the ground. It looks ordinary, but it may have come from the moon. or Mars. A massive impact can blast rocks from the surface of another world into space. Those fragments can travel for millions of years before eventually reaching Earth. A meteorite hunter may find one in a desert without realizing what it is. That is where the value changes completely. Lunar meteorites can sell for hundreds of dollars per gram. Martian meteorites can reach thousands of dollars per gram. And the rarest, largest, and scientifically important specimens can be worth millions. In 2025, the 25-kilogram Martian meteorite, NWA 16788, was estimated at $2 million to $4 million. So why would collectors pay millions for a rock that looks ordinary? Because the rock is not merely rare, it came from another world. No one can simply travel to Mars, pick up another identical specimen, and bring it home. Once an authenticated meteorite is gone, that exact piece is gone forever. And that is the real reason collectors pay extraordinary prices, not because the rock sparkles, because its origin cannot be replaced. Look back at the countdown: a gray carbonatite, a rusty gossan, a dark piece of kimberlite, a round thunder egg, an opalized fossil, a rough emerald in its matrix, a black diamond, a brown rock hiding brilliant opal, a fragment of an asteroid, and finally, a piece of another world. Some are valuable because they are rare, some because they preserve ancient life, some because they reveal how Earth works, and some because they came from places humans cannot simply visit and collect rocks. That is why collectors pay for ugly rocks. They are not always buying beauty. They are buying something that may be impossible to replace. So the next time you see a rock that looks ordinary, look twice. The color may not be the important part. The sparkle may not be the important part. The real question is, where did this rock come from? Because sometimes the ugliest rock in the collection has the most extraordinary story in the room.